So how important is it, do you feel, for a painter working today who is so connected to the market to go off into his own sort of dream space as Soutine did? I mean, do you have to just turn away from all consideration of, well, is anybody going to like this, in order to paint that deeply?
I think when we paint, when we're in the act of painting, we must forget everything and anything about a market, an audience, a gallery, completely. Because it's going to split our awareness.
Yeah. Good point.
And it is hard enough to paint from our own depth, because it means letting go of self-judgment. It means being vulnerable. It means just being completely here as it is. And that's hard, you know, putting our heart into it. And our minds too. I don't mean we're not thinking, but it's more of a whole being. And in order to bring my whole being here, there has to be a kind of a felt need. I need to be here with as paint, you know, and come what may. And in order to get to come what may, in order for the paint to have that kind of reality, I can't think about, will they like this? I can't.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Not to go there. And I'm talking about, in order to go, I'm talking about painting as having the desire to paint greatly. I don't mean we want to be famous, although sure, who the hell doesn't want to be famous? But I mean having the desire, audacity, ambition, whatever you want to call it, to actually paint greatly. And that every human being has that capacity if they go there. But in order to go there, I have to really risk as I'm painting. All those people that we see that are great painters, as they were painting, they risked, they pushed, they opened, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's not like they got to a place where they knew their shit and then just sort of did it. Never. Rembrandt, Titian, never, because their painting is so open and human. And the only way to do that is when you're painting, you're in it. There's no other way. And so it's important to realize that shit, man, excuse me, I want to make great paintings, and that possibility exists for all of us, all of you, all of us. Of course there's technique. Of course, it's tools. That's language, or whatever you want to call it. It's you know, but then we take our tools, we take our technique, and wield it from our human depth and vulnerability and awareness and present tense, you know, being here. And in order for all that to happen, that's a lot. I mean, right? That's a lot. And so, is it going to show up in the market? I don't know. that has so much to do with forces that are not relevant, actually, not directly relevant to this. In other words, it can be great and show up in the market. It can also be so-so and show up in the market. It can also be crap and show up in the market. It has so much to do with where you live, who you know, if you are temperamentally built to network, not good or bad. It's just a different game. It's a different deal. And, I think you can work on those skill sets to try to make it work in the market. Nothing wrong with that. Of course not. But they're different than making a great painting.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Very well said.
Thank you. Yeah, I was kind of waxing there.
Wax on.
This, that's sort of the job. It's like, and, I remember, my teachers never, of course, talked about the gallery world or whatever. I don't think they were trying to ignore it. It was more like, God, their hands were full just trying to teach us to paint, what it meant to paint, But now, how many likes did I get on my Instagram feed? It's just relentless. All right.